Iran's capital, Tehran, is imminently facing the day it completely runs out of water. It's a doomsday scenario known as Water Day Zero, and hitting it makes a place basically uninhabitable for humans.
اگر باران نباره
Iran's president warned Tehran's 10 million residents that he might have to evacuate the entire capital if rationing and rainfall aren't enough to solve this crisis. This would be the first time in recent human history a city has been emptied because of water bankruptcy. So how did things get this bad? Well, there's the role of climate change, as you might suspect, but there's also a number of really astonishing man-made factors.
The faithful have been pleading for one precious resource: rain.
So Iran has been in a severe drought for the last 6 years, and though droughts are not unprecedented in Iran, climate change means severe droughts are now 100 times more likely, and climate change is also making Iran hotter. This past summer, Tehran saw a record number of 140-degree days. Hotter temperatures also means water from rain and stored in Iran's dams evaporate faster. Then there is just bad governance. Starting with the Shah and intensifying under the Islamic Republic, Iran's leaders bet its economy on multiple water-intensive industries, despite the fact that Iran's climate is dry and arid. In agriculture, that looked like pushing water-intensive cash crops like rice, farms that were then irrigated in ways that wasted a lot of water. Iran's agriculture sector uses up to 90% of its fresh water, but just 12% of Iran's land is farmed. Then there is the always reliable cocktail of incompetence and corruption. This is where Iran's water mafia enters the scene. Tehran's water comes from groundwater and from 5 dams. But dams were over-constructed in Iran over the years, in part because companies backed by the Revolutionary Guard, the water mafia, profited off these contracts. These dams were also built with little foresight sometimes, like when dams cut off Lake Urmia from rivers that fed into it, turning it from a vast inland sea to a desert. And last thing, Iran's leaders are just badly positioned to deal with this. International isolation, international sanctions, this all takes away a lot of tools other countries would have to battle this crisis. For Iran's leaders, this is a political problem. Tehran's residents are now having their taps turned off for hours a day. The government is having employers cut down on work hours to decrease demand. And in 2021, water scarcity in another province did lead to mass protests. For now, the government just seems publicly stumped on what to do from here. Recently, the president of Iran, Masoud Pezeshkian, even offered the equivalent of $1 million to anyone who had an idea that could solve this problem. So if you've watched this video up until now, perhaps you might have some worthy ideas to offer him.